And we're back. We are back for another review of Love Island Beyond the Villa. Can I say, I don't believe I got this far into season one. I think that I probably stopped after maybe 3 episodes. Not sure. Season two has been a bit better, but make no mistake, season one had a better cast, just not better storylines. You know what I'm saying? Season two, B-list cast. However, enough for us to talk about, especially when it comes to Iris, Pepe, and TJ. Y'all know we got to get into that because when I tell you I feel like Iris and TJ is full of shit, we will talk about it. All right. Make sure you guys are liking up this video and subscribing to the channel, especially if you want us to be getting into the upcoming season of Love Island USA that's on the way. Okay. Now, first of all, let's get into it. So, Clarke is going to be taking photos because y'all know she wants to get into modeling and things. Good for her. So she scheduled a photo shoot, and out of everybody she's cool with, she chose to invite Hannah along with her. Now, Hannah comes, but Hannah comes with her own agenda, not to really support her, but more so to get her own photo shoot, taking Christmas pictures with her damn cat. Okay, then spook the hell out the cat. The cat running all over the damn place. Have to catch the damn cat, take a few pictures. Cat then ran out. Like, it's just too much going on. I probably would have felt the way like you doing too much. I didn't know that you was finna ease in on what I got going on and bringing a motherfucking cat. Okay, I feel a way about it. You don't know if I got allergies or not, do you? You just brought your goddamn cat. Okay, it's fine, girl. Come on. Anywho, my question is, Clarke, how long does it take you to get ready that Hannah was able to do a whole damn photo shoot? Chase her damn cat. Okay, got the cat, then took pictures and everything. Like, I'm just confused on how long. See, you would irritate me, Clarke. No, I don't think I could go anywhere with you, Clarke. Matter of fact, you the type of friend, Clarke, well, I will have to tell you 2 hours ahead. So if the reservations are technically at 7, I'm gonna have to tell you they at 5 o'clock. Just so your ass can be ready on time. I feel away, okay? And then you take this long to get yourself together, okay? Which means to me that you are a perfectionist. But when you come out, it ain't like you have, it's not like you have some type of extravagant face, like makeup look. All right. You be coming out with a very cute, simple, not heavy foundation and all of that. And I actually like Clarke's look. You know what I'm saying? It gives a little bit more natural face, but it's like, damn, why you taking so long? Okay, but either way, it is what it is, okay? Hannah, she decides that she gonna throw a damn Christmas party or whatever. And Clarke wants to invite Taylor. So of course Taylor is going to come, right? Y'all know she was living with Taylor for a second, I guess, looking after him, whatever the case was. And Hannah asked her about that, like, what is that like or whatever like that. She said, it's not really my vibe. Not really my vibe. Ain't nobody trying to be down there in Oklahoma. She said she was okay with looking after him while he was hurt, okay? Because she didn't like the fact that he was hurt, and she definitely enjoyed spending the time with him. But now, she wants to work on herself, work on her own career, okay? She want to get some things going for herself. And I love that for her, okay? I love that for her. I don't think that as much as I may like them two together, they look cute and all this and that. Taylor, you give me a vibe now as I, think about it. Although I don't think Taylor was really wrong about, Clarke leaving North Carolina to go to LA and it's much more expensive and all this and that, but that's the risk that you take, right? But also at the same time, like, you give me that you may have a little bit more than Clarke. And because you got a little bit more than Clarke, you may try and hold that over her head. Like mentioning the horse. Really, the horse was your idea, not so much as her idea, but you got her that horse in my personal thinking that horse, because you may not be enough alone for her to keep coming back to Oklahoma. She'll have to keep coming back because she got this horse here that she got to take care of, right? And we got all this land and all this and that, da, 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 da. And then when you go get your degree, all right, and from vet school, I just feel like you might show up slightly different then too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I kind of feel away, but all in all, yes, Clarke, go out there and discover more of yourself. I feel like there's so much more about yourself that you have to learn, and you can't learn those things, in my opinion, staying all up under him. And then you just don't want to have any resentments when you get older. Like, damn, I hate that I ran after him and chased him and I stayed where he stayed and lived in Oklahoma and did this and that. I wonder what life would have been like if I would have actually went for my dreams. Like, go after what you want as he's going after what he wants. And if it makes sense for y'all to be together, if that's what it's going to be, that's what it's going to be. So I love that she started to think a little differently. And I feel like she probably got somebody in her life like her mama and her daddy. having her think about those things, right? And she also said that she was doing like wifey stuff and she don't want to keep doing wifey stuff if that's not her role, period. Okay, understand, period. And you shouldn't. Okay, you do a little something, something. Okay, like you wanted to look after him, take care of him, whatever that speaks to your heart and stuff. You care about him. I see nothing wrong with that. But don't go overboard, love. Okay, but good for you. So Nick decides that he was for the pop. Was it Nick? No, that wasn't Nick. That was Austin. Austin. I think I used to do that a lot in the season. Call Austin Nick because Austin don't look like an Austin. But either way, Austin pops up on Bryan and Jeremiah, so he's gonna be a part of the show at some point. Grace and Coco and Bella, they're sitting down chatting about the ladies and how they really want to talk to the other ladies because they want to be friends and this and that. And it's like, why don't y'all? I don't think y'all should yearn to have a friendship with those girls because for what? Like, who the fuck? Like, they ain't even having like a good social media run, high key in my personal. Yeah, they may be getting some brand deals and stuff because of their following, but a lot, I mean, that don't mean shit. Okay, because a lot of us don't like their ass like that. All right. I don't really got too much of an issue with Amaya. It's more so Iris for me, Haki. So it's like, why I just don't understand why you guys are yearning for the friendship so bad. Make your own clique. They didn't form their clique so much to the point that y'all want to be in on what they got going on, which is also interesting. Um, but y'all are all beautiful women yourselves. So stop trying to impede on what they got going on and make y'all click so jumping that they would want to come and join y'all. Like, I don't know, somebody that sit down and it's like, is production making y'all have these conversations? Because y'all really don't got to talk. Okay, Haki. But either way, they end up getting a text from Hannah about the Christmas party. So, of course, they're going to go. The question becomes, who is everybody bringing, right? Coco's going to bring Chris. Jeremiah talks about how he don't know who he going to bring. He really would like to be the chick in a library or a coffee shop. Basically, like I told y'all, Jeremiah don't want no girl from this show. When Jeremiah gets in a relationship, he doesn't want any of that social media scrutiny. But guess what, Jeremiah? She could be in a library, a coffee shop, or under a fucking tunnel. Like, the people are going to dig up her information. Okay? They gonna get it if they want it. Okay? Act like you want it. They is. And they gonna get that information. All right? That's just what the people, that's how they is. So you come out better trying to act like Amaya by just showing his body and not his face, as if people ain't been discovered based on their damn tattoos. Okay, so with that being said, Goodwill Hunting. All right, so Austin lets the people know that he's a hoe. He been a hoe and he gonna continue to be a hoe. All right. He says, I think Grayson came up and he was like, oh, we friends or whatever, but we kind of got like some past benefits or whatever like that. But just a little piece. I guess. Grayson says she confused by her and Austin. And here go Bella. Again, the realest person at the table, always. Bella, since Hannah and them felt like she was being one-sided and she was team boys, they probably was over there calling her a pick me and everything when she was just picking out the damn truth that y'all didn't want to deal with. But outside of that, Bella said, well, girl, because you my girl, I gotta go and let you know now. Okay? I know you've been over there talking to Austin. But he been talking to my best friend Ray since like July. I'm just gonna go and let you know. And I'm kind of like, July. So he was talking, which one is Ray? Was she on the show? So he been talking to her since the damn villa? Because when did the show end? In July. So was he talking to her in July or August? But either way, he been talking to a friend a very long periodically time. And they've been dealing with each other for months. And they supposed to be exclusive. Let her tell it. All right. So Bella says that Raven talks about Austin like all the time. All the time. Listen, I don't think that girl is crazy. I think that because Austin is a hoe, I can't say that he actually confirmed exclusivity with this young lady. But I also feel like he didn't necessarily not confirm it either. Because Austin has an issue with the truth, and he also has a issue with telling you something without actually telling you or giving you what it is that you want, but making you believe that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I could see her asking him to, like, are we exclusive or something? And him not fully giving her that answer, but giving her enough to think that that's what it is, so that she ain't out there being the hoe that he is. And I feel like that's typically what F boys do. Okay, they give you that little bitty inch that they know your ass gonna take a mile on. So good luck. Either way, Coco says Grayson has spent time with Austin's family, and Bella said, "Oh, Raven has too." I said, "Oh my God, okay, these family ain't loyal. No, they ain't. No, the family ain't loyal. They not. The family is not loyal to nobody." Nobody. Y'all be over there talking about y'all met the family as if mama won't shake your hand and turn around and shake another whole hand the next day. Like it's too much going on. Okay? Because they gonna be on most of the time, whatever they son is on. And then the gag B, you'll tell, well, I'm not, this hasn't happened. And I pray it never happens, okay, over here for me. However, I feel like some parents, some moms would tell the son, oh, you shouldn't be like that. Don't be bringing them girls around here, introducing them to me, and da 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 da. Not all sons listen. They still gonna bring that around. Oh, mama, this my friend, such and such. Next day, this my friend, such and such. Mama, hey, how you doing? And get to meet you. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, so you in school? Oh, okay, that's good. What you studying? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, how long y'all been talking? Okay, well, you cute. It's nice to meet you. Okay, all right. I'm sure we'll see more of each other. Okay, and turn around, ask the other hoe the same damn thing, and she might cuss her son out behind the scene. I told your mother not to bring them hoes around here. Didn't I tell you that? Okay, but you're gonna do what you want to do anyway, because that's just how you is. Okay. Now some people listen to their mamas and daddies when they say don't do that shit. And some people don't listen to them. Okay. And some parents support whatever the BS they kids be on. Okay. That's just what it is. I hate that for you, Grayson, that you thought meeting his parents and his sister meant something. I understand being from the South, that is supposed to mean something because I'm from the South too. However, as we have grown up, we realize it don't mean a goddamn thing. Okay. What did Kim Z tell you? The ring didn't mean a thing. Okay. And neither does meeting the family. Okay. So I'm so sorry, but let's keep going. All right. Um, I hate it for Grayson that the people keep playing in her damn face. But Grayson, I think the lesson here is don't fool with these Love Island people. At least not the people on your season. Don't fool with them. Okay. Matter of fact, probably none of them, honestly, but good luck. Amaya, she's in the hospital. She's been hospitalized. She had to do an emergency surgery. And this is where we learned that Amaya has Crohn's disease. And I remember, at least I want to remember, last season, she was gone for a few days and I felt like we did not see her and we were wondering why. And I think that was why. And she also mentioned in the confessional that she was gone or she was out during the summer or something she said to where something occurred. And I said, oh, so maybe that's what was going on with her when we didn't see her for a few days on the episodes or whatever like that. Because she probably was dealing with that pain and stuff. So that's that. That's what's going on with her, but she's much, much better in a much better place. So that's good to hear. Let's get to Taylor and Clarke, right? Because Taylor and Clarke, they talk and, she tells him how she wishes they could be together all the time. All right. And of course, he wishes they could be together all the time too, but he ain't crazy about LA. And she like, well, what you don't like about LA? He's like, I just like my privacy. I just like being on my own land. It's quiet. I'm chill. I ain't got to deal with this fast life and stuff. Like, I'm just cool with where I'm at. Right. And she like, well, cool. Like, you could live in Oklahoma. At least that's what she says in the confessional. You could live in Oklahoma and I'm going to go over here and do what the hell I want to do. I'm going to LA. That's where I'm spreading my wings, as you should. Please go to LA. Okay. So Taylor says he doesn't like LA. He likes the private life. He eventually tells her that, listen, at the end of the day, regardless of what it is that I like, regardless of the vibe that I'm on, whatever you decide, I am going to support you. So if it's you moving to LA and that's what you need to do for yourself, I'm going to support you. And by the way, I'm going to be in damn vet school for about 2 years. So you might as well explore over here. So now he's supporting her and I can appreciate that. But is that going to change once you graduate after 2 years? Are you going to be expecting her to make a move to Oklahoma? Because once she establishes herself in LA, she ain't gonna be trying to leave and go to no damn Oklahoma. So I don't know if y'all are gonna figure it out and make it work, or if you guys are just prolonging the inevitable at this time. I don't know. And I'm also talking like they've been together for a long time, but they really just been together for a few months. When he met Clarke in July, it ain't even a full year yet. So I don't know. She definitely should be making no life changes, moving to no damn Oklahoma after a few months, in my personal. So yeah, go and explore your damn, your life and stuff. Go do that. But either way, that's what's going on with Clarke and Taylor. Let's get to this Christmas party because Grayson plans to talk to Austin with her dress on and her ass out. Okay? I said, no, she did. She looked cute, but damn. Okay? What you trying to do? Seduce the man in a sense when you had this conversation? She says that she didn't want to go there, or at least they both agreed to not go there. They promised to not talk about, I guess, whatever they got going on TV. But here they are, right? She learns about the girlfriend in the moment, so she has no choice but to confront him about it, right? So I'm like, why would he not want you to talk about that on TV? Why would y'all even agree to not talk about that on television? Was that your idea or his idea? Because I'm willing to believe it was his idea. And any person that'll present you with that, you gotta know that they messing around with somebody else. That don't make sense. But either way, Jeremiah runs. Soon as Austin gets there, he runs and tell Austin that Grayson on some bullshit. Jeremiah, you always doing shit that make me not like you. I be liking you at times, you know what I'm saying? How they kicked you out the villa. They was wrong for that. We passed that. It's old, but you get on my fucking nerves. Like, I'm starting to see that. Okay? I'm starting to see. You're annoying, all right? The main attraction and the main character is walking into the party, baby, and that is Pepe. Iris runs to Hannah to say, I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to Pepe. You didn't want to talk to Pepe, but then you talked to Pepe. And when you got ready to talk to Pepe, I guess you was right that you didn't want to talk because you wouldn't let him fucking talk. Anywho, it's given I don't want to be exposed. So Pepe tries to shake Jeremiah's hand, y'all. And Jeremiah kind of was like, I'm straight. Ended up looking stupid as fuck. See, let me tell you something. This is why Jeremiah did not shake Pepe's hand. And granted, he's entitled to shake whoever hand he wants to, but he didn't shake Pepe's hand because he felt like Pepe hurt Iris and TJ, right? And I'm looking like, but did he hurt you? Did he hurt you? Oh, okay then. Okay. And then you basing your stuff or your issue with Pepe based on what Iris and TJ told you, and you ain't even hear Pepe's side to know who's telling the truth or not telling the truth. See, what is given to me, Jeremiah, is you aligned yourself with the set of people that you felt social media would support. You didn't know that social media would be on Iris and TJ's ass right now, therefore likely on yours because you're lame. Okay? You wasn't expecting that. And I feel like a few of them move like that, which is why I called Clarke out also last week. Because I feel like they think about that social media backlash or things people are going to say, this and that. And so they operate in the best interest of Iris and TJ because I think for them, it feels like they tried to me, this season, anchor the show around Pepe and Iris. I feel like Beyond the Villa tried to prop Iris and Pepe up because what? They like the only ones in a couple, but they ain't really prop up, what's her name? Chris and Coco for real. But Iris is what? A fourth. Well, she really ain't no winner if they won fourth place. But I don't know. It's given they trying to prop them up as if the show is centered around them. And based on the cast seeing that, it's kind of like, oh, well, let me pick a side because this is likely going to be the better side to be on type of thing. And that's what I feel like Jeremiah is doing. Okay. Hannah, in my personal, is problematic. Again, I could not be on a show with this young lady. I would have to wear her out and I would have to turn her every which way, but I would never turn her ass loose. Do you hear me? Never. I feel like she is very problematic. She's sitting over there. Oh, I guess he's here for round two. Well, when he fires you up, I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all always want them to have etiquette and handle you so delicately, but you can say what the fuck you want. No, when he get with you, I don't want to hear nothing. She gonna sit up there and talk about she just really wish she could just go up there and I really want to go up there and throw a drink in his face. That what has he really done to you? You've been spending more time talking shit about him. It's given the only reason why you was cool with Iris is to keep tabs on Pepe. Cause you like Pepe's loving a bit better than your ass like Charlie's. So you was slick stuck on Pepe until they kicked your ass out that villa. So I'm a little confused, love. What did he really do to you? Why you got more aggression than the young lady who said that he lied and said I had a cheating scandal and I had all this and they're like, why are you more upset? I'm so confused. Ugh. So Pepe tells Bryan what Jeremiah did, and Bryan says that they have they feel their own way though. And Pepe said, "Yeah, and I do too. So why everybody acting like I can't feel how I feel though?" I said, "Facts, facts." And Bryan, you're another zigger that's moving just like Jeremiah, right? Y'all moving. You've been so team. I ain't gonna say you've been team, but you've been so cool with Pepe this whole time. Not really saying much, offering much, just trying to get an understanding. I don't think he's wrong to say that person feels the same way, but how you're talking to him, to me, seems like when he said you gotta, what he told that boy, he said you gotta bite the bullet. You gotta bite the bullet. That sounds like to me what you're saying is if you want to be on the good side of the fans in America, you got to bite the bullet and just go along with whatever they're saying and just apologize so it doesn't affect any of your endorsement deals and this and that. And Pepe said, "I ain't doing that shit." I said, "I know that's fucking right, because let me tell you something. Pepe came into the damn show and told y'all he high key didn't really need this shit. Didn't he tell y'all he owns a few places and play basketball overseas or whatever he did professionally or whatever? Okay, don't he got his own? I don't know. I felt like he said he owned like a store or something. Like it's slick. Give it like y'all need this shit. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool. I don't mind doing it. Like who wouldn't want additional publicity on them? But hey, like I ain't gotta do none of that. And I kind of wish he didn't, but also glad that he did. Like I'm glad that he went and had the conversation, but how it ended, I ain't like how it ended, but we'll get into that. Okay. So Bryan over there, like I said, he's talking from a place of trying to secure his bags. Okay. Talking from a place of telling Pepe, you need to secure your bags because this may not look good to social media and to the people that's watching it. Okay, and Pepe like, I don't need no fucking bags. Y'all need to be clear. Okay? I just like the vibes. Understand? Okay? Now, Bella tells Pepe, like, listen, I think you need to go ahead and have a conversation and just have the hard conversations, because I feel like if you don't go over there and talk to her, you're going to be leaving with your tail tucked between your legs, and I don't really want to see that. Like, and it's crazy because I feel like maybe I'm sorry. I felt like Bella was saying something similar to what Bryan was saying, but I felt like she said it in a better way to me. Right? Don't leave with your tail tucked between your legs. That may look like you got punked. You know what I'm saying? Go over there and have the conversations. Period. But I feel like he also was hesitant to have a conversation because he knew he wasn't going to be heard. He ain't been heard this whole goddamn time. Everybody chose a side based on the shit that they heard from these two individuals. And baby, I'ma say it and I'ma let y'all get mad. When a blonde-headed white woman tell you some shit, y'all automatically run behind it and act like it's facts. Y'all ain't gonna like it, but I said what I said. Okay? Y'all need to take some time. Okay? It's okay to take some time and get all the information, just a little piece. Girl, let's keep going. So, anywho, Coco and Chris end up kissing. I ain't really care for real. Bella she talks with Iris about Pepe. Iris says, we'll only talk if he's gonna be taking accountability for his lies. And Bella says, I mean, can I play devil's advocate? She said no. TJ said, fuck it. I'll go up to his bitch ass. TJ, sit your weak ass down, baby. Sit down. Sit down, love. Have a seat. Have a seat for me. Because let me tell you something, young man. You walked over there. First of all, I think Pepe will fold your ass. So be very clear about that. That's number one. Number two, you walked over to Pepe, but the energy you got up with was not the energy you approached him with. And you didn't start getting slick with the mouth until Iris was around, because you have to prove something to her. You have to prove that you're going to fight for her damn love. Okay? Even if it means you're going to get your ass stomped out. Okay? But do what you need to do for your lady. So he approached Pepe, whatever. Pepe asked, he said, why you lying on my name, bro? And Pepe like, lying on your name, nigga? What the fuck? What I said? He said, you said that Iris had cheated on you with me. Well, number one, I feel like that says more about Iris than it says about you. That's one. But number two, everybody has different definitions of cheating. So that to him could be cheating if she went and talked to your ass and did not tell him. Some people feel like cheating is interacting with somebody else online if you don't tell your partner about it. If it's something you got to withhold from your partner, people feel like that's cheating. And according to Pepe, he the one that told her y'all should talk face to face. She just never told him when she was gonna go link up with you. And then the time that she linked up with you, and y'all not finna convince me of shit. She did the shit late at night. And TMZ caught her ass. She did that shit so she wouldn't get caught, in my personal. And didn't know somebody still was watching her ass. She did that to be sneaky. I feel like, yeah, sneaky equates to cheating, baby. But outside of that, it is what it is, okay? Some people only think of cheating as sexual, but all right, whatever it is what it is, okay? So, anywho, Pepe, no, I think TJ, I think, did they bring up the messages? Let me see. He showed him the messages. I think, yeah, TJ showed Pepe the messages, and Pepe read the messages. And let me tell you something. Pepe laughed and said, bro, that's not me. If it does not have the person's name at the top and you're showing cropped messages, that's not authentic to me. You're showing him a cropped you're cropping out the first half, and then you're just blindly believing that it was him. I said, okay then. And the boy laughed immediately and said, bro, that's not me. Okay. I felt like Iris is a liar. And I've been seeing people online call her Lyris. And I support it. I support it. Lyris. I support that. And everybody's starting to see through her ass just a piece. So Pepe says that's not him. Right? TJ asked Iris to pull her phone up. This hoe said my phone dead. I said, oh my God. The phone dead now. So now TJ calling for a damn charger. The phone dead now. And I'm kind of like, what you need her phone for? Don't you got his phone there? Tell Pepe to pull his phone out. Let's go through your messages. Let's find where you said this right here in your phone. Okay? Yeah. Because if I'm trying to prove a point that he said this, I ain't cropping a fuck ass thing out. If there's some messages I ain't want you to see, I probably would like blur. You know what I'm saying? Or put like an emoji over it, but you're gonna see that it came from this person. Okay, matter of fact, let me screen record it for you. So you see this they number. This is the person. This is what was said. Hello? Oh, okay. Like, girl, what? Either way, so Pepe shows his phone, right? He shows his phones and says that, no. Pepe said that's not him, right? And he asked for Iris to, I think TJ asked for them to get the phone, so they waiting on it or whatever like that. I think at some point Pepe did, or at least he sees the phone or something like that, and then he says that, listen, I heard a lot of things about well, he said I heard a lot of things about some stuff or whatever, but so okay, this is what happened. Once they were talking about Iris getting her phone, they cut to Hannah telling people a story or whatever it was, explaining things to folks. When they get back to the conversation with Pepe, TJ, and Iris, I didn't like that because I feel like we missed some context that could have helped us, right? So all we heard was he said otherwise. I don't know who the person was that said he said otherwise. I don't know if that comment came from Iris, if that came from Pepe, if it was referring to the comment of sucking somebody or cheating on somebody, whatever it was that TJ was saying. I don't know what he said otherwise was connected to. Do y'all follow me? Because TJ said, well, in the comment reads, in the text reads, he said otherwise. So who said, did Pepe say that? Did Iris say that? Like, y'all see what I'm saying? Like, who was that about? I was so confused on that part. I don't know what was true because we missed some context when they decided to go to Hannah, who's very unnecessary, to get her commentary as she talked to the group. No, we could have kept the cameras over there so we could figure this out. So Pepe was asked about the TJ and Grayson situation. And so Pepe did, it appears that he did say that, right? But Pepe says that he heard from somebody else that TJ was hooking up with a couple of people at the party. Now, in my head, I want to assume that that's not TJ's character to sit up there and believe that he would be dealing with all these people at one party or whatever the case is. But at the same time, I wouldn't expect TJ to show up the way that he's showing up as if Pepe is 100% wrong about everything. Then trying to make it seem like Pepe comes at you on social media, on TikTok, but you got out the villa before him and you was over there talking shit first. So I don't know. I feel like he portrays innocent, but not so innocent. So I don't know if that's true or not. What I do know is that Pepe repeated some shit that he heard. Okay. That's that. So TJ says that he said, I'm not gonna let you gaslight us, man. I'm not gonna let you gaslight. I said, baby, actually, Iris is gaslighting the fuck out of everybody there. Okay. All right. Yeah. Either way, um, Iris goes on to talk about how she didn't like that he brought up the cheating scandal or went on a podcast and said that she had a cheating scandal. Love, that's what it was. I mean, and that's what TMZ labeled it as. Cause he said he didn't even know you was meeting up with the man. He knew that he suggested you should meet up with him in face to face, but he didn't know when you was finna go do it. And you chose to do it at nighttime. And then here's the other thing. To me, what it sounds like, you going to meet, because first of all, you're fake. You're going to meet up with TJ. Sounds to me that you're going to meet up with TJ to break his heart. Honestly, that's what I'm thinking. If there were things that you wanted to tell TJ, like I need to tell TJ X, Y, Z, it sounds to me that Pepe was like, well, if that's how you're going to tell him, then I think that you probably should just tell him to his face. I don't think that should be something he has to hear via text message or over the phone. So it sounds to me that you likely was going to break TJ's heart and instead chose to meet up with him, but met up with him late night. Like, something about that don't make sense, especially when Charlie just sat up there and said that when he was posting his TikToks and Charlie was with you and Pepe, you were cringing at the shit that TJ was doing. So I don't know. It's giving you are a piece of a cheater to me. It's giving you were living double lives or something. You were over there talking to Pepe and downplaying your real connection or whatever to TJ. Somebody, okay. Anywho, she said she was gonna text TJ how she felt or whatever the case was, and he told her, no, don't do that. Do it face to face. Don't do it via text or whatever. So don't that sound like somebody that's probably finna give you some bad news? Why would I mean it? That don't sound right. Y'all clear it up for me, okay? Um. So what else happened? So I just felt like Iris was playing both sides. Like I said, she downplayed TJ to Pepe, knowing the whole time that's where she really wanted to be. But she, I guess, wanted that social media backlash or something. That's why she chose to meet up with his ass at night, and you still got it at the end of the day. It's possible maybe Pepe was jealous though. Maybe he was jealous when he learned that at some point the connection she had with TJ was much stronger or something. Maybe he did feel away, and so he was telling her that stuff about what he heard from other people, if there were even other people involved. You know what I'm saying? If he did do that, I don't think that was cool. Like, let it be what it is, and now it is what it is. But I don't feel like Iris and TJ are innocent in anything, right? So Iris gets in the confessional, and she kept saying that Pepe did know about her linking up with TJ or some shit, but she couldn't even remember her lies. She gets in the confessional. 1 minute your phone broke, then you get in the confessional, you can't even remember the shit that you saying. So, or you said, okay, girl. Then she cause so Pepe is trying to read the messages because I think at some point TJ was like, let's not forget, let's not skip over the fact that you said this and you said that and da 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 da. Let's not skip over that, right? Pepe wants to go into the messages to break it all down. But what's happening to me is Iris don't want him to talk no more. And it's given she don't want him to expose anything additional, which is similar to what I feel Hannah did when Hannah went and approached him on some BS. And I don't know what he said to her, and she wanted to like cut the conversation and then walk off. That's why you're bald or whatever. Because she about didn't want him to expose her ass either. Okay. So yeah, TJ's like, oh, you said this and that, you said this and that, or whatever. Now he's trying to read these messages off to TJ. Iris keep cutting them off, don't want him to read it, trying to cut him off like she cut off the damn screenshots of the text message and shit. Like I said, this is a damn mess. And then you could tell to me, production was trying to make him the bad guy too, the way that they chopped and edited up that scene. It did not make any sense. Y'all did not get any point across. All y'all tried to show was TJ acting hard, which we know he's not. Y'all trying to get Pepe to confirm that he said certain shit, but he's trying to explain. And whenever he's trying to fucking explain, y'all are cutting the cameras, giving us other reactions and stuff. It just was like bullshit. Straight bullshit. But then eventually Pepe just apologizes. And I could tell he apologized because he just wanted everything to be done. Like, I'm done with this shit. Like, y'all not gonna let me talk. Nobody gonna let me get my side off. Y'all gonna continue with whatever narratives y'all want to continue with. I want to clear it up and show y'all my receipts and stuff, but y'all not trying to really hear me. So, okay, cool. So he apologized. Iris walks off and says, I feel like his apology was bullshit. I said, you think so? You think? Of course, because he's done with it. Because you wouldn't even got that up out of me. I want to apologize for a fuck ass thing. I don't give a what you talking about. Especially if I feel like you lying on me. I ain't got nothing to say. Y'all acting like I'm the only person that done did some shit as if this man didn't get out the villa and immediately start shading me. And let's be very clear, TJ, you still in your feelings, okay? Because Iris did not leave that damn villa. You mad at how Pepe showed up and continued the connection with Iris when your issue should have been, in my opinion, with Iris, who could have left the villa behind your ass if she felt so in love with you. People have done it before. Be clear. Okay, you should have knew she was on a little bit of bullshit then, but all right. So Iris runs off and starts crying. I said, here we go. Here we go. She know the cameras are on her, so she got to act emotional. Okay, so the people could feel sorry for her so she don't get the backlash, because that's her biggest issue. Her biggest issue is getting backlash from the people. That's why Pepe said it earlier on, and Pepe reiterated it in the conversation they had tonight. I don't deserve any of this. You guys don't. None of us should get any of that. He talking about the damn backlash, because that's what really has her feeling away. That's what really made her ass link up with the man late at night versus in the daytime. She been trying to avoid this backlash, but your ass still got this backlash. That's crazy. Yeah, and TJ gonna talk about he feel played by Pepe. Boy, go sit down. Go sit down. Only person that played you is Iris, and you playing yourself, knowing that she was over there cringing out about your ass, but now she over there smiling in your damn face. Okay, I guess it's a little complicated, huh? Pepe says he wish he would have been a bit more understood. You know, like I spent a lot of time trying to understand them in that moment or whatever, or trying to let them be heard, but nobody wanted to hear what the fuck I had to say. I said facts. And then he turned around and said, she noticed she never told me she was going to meet up with that man that night. I'm the one that suggested that you should go meet up with him and say it in his face. I just figured you would come back and let me know when y'all gonna link up, and you didn't. You did that on some slick shit. And anybody that feels like she didn't do it on slick shit, why do it at night then? Why tiptoeing your J's over to that man at night? Cut it out. Okay. Pepe called them liars. I agree. I said, we know, Pepe, we know. They thought this was going to go over well with the audience. It didn't. Grayson and Austin finally had a sit down. I said, oh, so they get to have a private sit down, but Pepe, TJ, and Iris couldn't have a private. Oh, okay. All right. Well, this is what's going on. So Grayson tells him that she heard he had a girlfriend. He gonna talk about that's news to me. Grayson says that he told her that he wasn't ready for a commitment, and he says that he isn't. I'm like, I'm not saying nobody seriously like that. She said, well, I'm just a little confused because why is Raven's best friend exposing all y'all tea to me? Right? And I'm over here like, I'm confused as to why y'all even want a fucking pool boy to be loyal to y'all when he sat up there and said he slept with damn near 1,000 women. Like, he's a hoe. And he pretty much tells her that he's a hoe. And he has no plans on changing the fact that he's a hoe. So Austin says that he doesn't know why she's doing that, and that he can't control the things that she tells Bella. Girl, this boy playing in your face. So he tells her if he was in a relationship, she would know because she met his family and they love her. I said, here he go, trying to use the family. Here he go. Here he go. I'm like, they love Raven too. My family fucking loves you. Yeah, they love Raven too. Okay. Austin is now denying that that they had any romantic moments or something like that on camera. Something he tried to say, like, you're on camera and you're denying that there was any romanticness between y'all. That to me lets me know that you know Raven is probably going to watch this show and you want to be mindful of what it is that you say, because you are playing them both. Sorry. So then he talks up. She said, but you know, you go to dinner and you touch me and you do this and that. He said, I go to dinner with Charlie. And she says, but you don't touch Charlie. He said, as far as you know. I said, okay. Okay then. We'll just let the people know. All right. So Austin says that, you know, it wasn't romantic, but then follows it up with him having feelings for her. Like, Austin, shut the hell up. You've always been stupid to me. Shut up. You've always not kept it real. And that's literally who you are. Like, shut up. All right. The moral of the story is that these two, I guess, will be friends or not. And it definitely won't be any benefits. Okay. But that's all I got. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. I feel like this review was much longer than what it needed to be. Leave your thoughts. I'm Jamie. That's me. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.
Yeah. setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking the drama.